The importance of credible sources. In a world overflowing with information, knowing who to trust can feel overwhelming. Whether it's a breaking news story, a viral tweet, or a video explaining the latest science trend, it's crucial to ask, is this source credible? Credible sources are the foundation of reliable information, and learning how to identify them is an essential part of fact-checking and critical thinking. In this lesson, we'll explore what makes a source credible, the red flags to watch for, and how to verify the reliability of the information you encounter. What makes a source credible? Credible sources have certain qualities that set them apart from unreliable ones. They are typically accurate, transparent, and backed by evidence. Here's what to look for. Expertise and authority. Credible sources are created by experts in their field. Look for credentials, affiliations, or professional experience that show the author knows what they're talking about. For instance, a medical article written by a doctor or a climate report from a university researcher is more trustworthy than one from an anonymous social media account. Transparency and accountability. Reliable sources are clear about who they are, how they gathered their information, and where they got their data. Trustworthy authors and organizations are upfront about their purpose and provide contact details, references, or links to original sources. Accuracy and evidence. Credible sources provide evidence to back their claims. This might include data, research studies, or citations from other reliable sources. Be cautious of content that makes bold claims without offering any supporting evidence. Neutrality and lack of bias. While it's difficult for any source to be completely neutral, credible ones strive for balance and fairness. Be wary of sources that seem overly one-sided or that promote extreme views without considering alternative perspectives. Reputation and track record. Established organizations with a history of providing accurate information are often more reliable. Think of trusted news outlets, peer-reviewed journals, or well-known institutions like universities or government agencies. Red flags of unreliable sources. While it's important to know what makes a source credible, it's equally critical to recognize warning signs of unreliability, anonymous or unknown authors. If you can't find information about the author or organization, the source is less likely to be credible. Clickbait headlines. Sensationalist or emotionally charged headlines designed to grab attention are often misleading and lack depth. Lack of evidence. Content that makes big claims without providing references, data, or other forms of proof is a major red flag. Bias and agenda. Sources that clearly push a political, financial, or ideological agenda are less likely to be reliable. Outdated information. Even credible sources can lose reliability if the information is no longer current. Always check the publication date. Steps to identify credible sources. Check the author. Research the author's background. Are they qualified to discuss this topic? Do they have expertise or experience in the subject area? Evaluate the publisher or organization. Look into the website or organization publishing the information. Trusted sources often include government agencies, e.g. WHO, CDC, universities, or established media outlets. Look for citations and references. Credible sources reference where their information comes from. If there are links to studies, official documents, or other trusted sources, it's a good sign. Cross-check the information. Verify the claims by checking other reliable sources. If multiple credible outlets report the same thing, it's likely true. Analyze the presentation. Reliable sources present information professionally. Watch for poor grammar, all-caps headlines, or overly emotional language. These are signs of unreliability. Build your information shield. Learning to identify credible sources is one of the most valuable skills you can develop in the digital age. It empowers you to distinguish fact from fiction and ensures you're making decisions based on reliable information. The next time you encounter a headline, article, or social media post, take a moment to pause and ask, who, what, when, where, why, and how. By doing so, you'll become a smarter, more informed digital citizen.